morning, guys. AEW Full Gear is this Saturday, and I am very excited for two reasons. Number one, it's another AEW pay-per-view, right? And Full Gear is an annual pay-per-view, not like one of the newer lineage of shows we've been getting from AEW recently. But a second reason, look at this. 9 matches. Only 9. Single digits. And not just 9, but 9 including 1 pre-show match, which means technically the main card is 8. Like, come on, God, put your hands together. We got to give it up for Tony Khan, man. Tony Khan, if you watching this, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, I knew you could book a decently sized card if you tried, man. I'm so proud of you. Now, begrudgingly, I could be counting my chickens before they hatch because there is 2 more shows before Full Gear. Today is Friday, and Collision has been moved to Friday at 8, and then Rampage is at 10, so there are 3 hours left for AEW to add more matches. I could be calling it too soon, but as of now, it's an achievement on his end. That being said, guys, we do have 9 matches official for this show, so I'm going to go over all of them, give you my predictions. Let's go. AEW 0 Hour will be kicking off with MJF defending his Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships against the Guns with a mystery tag team partner. They have confirmed he will be having a tag team partner this time, so I would like to assume if MJF retains, then whoever his mystery tag team partner is will become new tag team champions by proxy. Like, I feel like I would be mad if I came into a match as your mystery tag team partner, we retain the tag team championships, but you get to keep both of them, even though I did some of the work and now I'm not the champion. So I assume if MJF retains, then whoever this guy is will be the new tag team champion. That all being said, I do believe MJF is retaining the tag team titles. Who his mystery tag team partner is going to be? I'm going to take a safe bet that it's Samoa Joe. We've been having an ongoing, MJF has been a part of like several ongoing stories this last month, but they've been having an ongoing story where Samoa Joe's going to be like, hey, you're under my protection as long as I get an AEW World Championship match at the end of the road. And I think those seeds have been planted for this moment where they will be tag team champions. Now, I think it was stupid of Samoa Joe to drop the Ring of Honor World Television Championship if the goal was for him to just win the tag team championships. Like, you dropped one Ring of Honor championship for another. The part of me also hopes it's not him, because then that just makes his decision to drop the title look very dumb. Like, you could be a triple champion, but I also feel like it makes the most sense. So I'm going to say Samoa Joe and MJF together retain and win the tag team championships. Getting into the meat and potatoes of AEW Full Gear's main card, we have the TBS Championship being defended by Chris Statlander against Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Julia Hart and Chris Statlander had a match at the last pay-per-view Wrestle Dream, which was a relatively good match. Not one that I feel like warranted a rematch, but I'll take it. Sky Blue being an added factor does spice this up a bit. And for the most part, this feud has mainly been her and Chris Statlander with Willow Nightingale. I'm not too sure why Willow Nightingale isn't in the place of Julia Hart. Like, that would have made more sense as a triple threat to be Sky, Willow, and Chris, considering they've been having all these segments together. They're still higher on Julia, so I'll take it, even though I don't think she's going to win. Again, I think Chris Statlander is retaining. What happens with Sky Blue is going to be something to watch. Set at Full Gear, we have the Golden Jets, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks. If the Golden Jets win, they will be getting the Young Bucks AEW World Tag Team Championship shot that they won months ago and have yet to redeem. I'm glad they remembered that because I almost forgot about it, honestly. I am not super crazy about the pairing of Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, much like a lot of you. Kenny Omega entering the Jericho-verse was not something I really had in my cards for 2023, nor is him and Chris Jericho winning Tag Team Championships one of them. I like both Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega, I just don't care to see them, like, together. If that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of a waste of time. Like, both men could be doing something better right now. They teamed up to face the Don Callis family, and now they're still going. That's what it feels like. The Young Bucks, like, recently just turned heel, and I get the sense they only turned heel mainly for this match because it was very out of nowhere. They're not quite in Rancho Cucamonga, but they're in California. By the way, I love that city name, Rancho Cucamonga. Like, it's just so fun to say. I don't know why. And as far as this match goes, I wop crazy about their pairing, but if you gonna pair these two up, you might as well go all in my opinion. You already gave them a tag team name. You already done gave them like 4 or 5 different tag team. Just give them the win and have them go after the tag titles. They don't gotta win, but have them go the mile. So I got the Golden Jets winning this match. Speaking of the AEW World Tag Team Championships, Ricky Starks and Big Bill will be defending against FTR, the House of Blacks, Malachi Black and Brody King, and LFI? LFI. Sorry, they've been through so many name changes. I don't even know what they're called anymore. Rush and Dralistico. There was once upon a time when the AEW Tag Team Championships were like one of the hottest commodities in this company. There has been a humongous fall from grace with these tag titles. Ever since All In, the titles just feel like they have no steam. They've had no concrete story. I mean, they lost the titles to Ricky Starks and Big Bill, and it was the most out of nowhere win possible. It's just such a dead division right now. I honestly don't even care who wins. But if I had to pick, I'm going to say Ricky Starks and Big Bill retain. FTR can win them back and bring those titles back to legitimacy. But something's telling me they're not winning this match. I think Ricky Starks and Big Bill are going to hold on to it at least until year's end. Hangman Page takes on Isaiah Swerve Scott in a rematch from Wrestle Dream in a Texas death match. Hangman Page is 3-0 in Texas death matches. And given the direction of the storyline where Swerve has been putting down Hangman Page and talking about how he's not the man he used to be, how he's coming for his position, breaking into his house and cutting a promo on his baby. This is just prime for Hangman Page to be 4-0 in Texas death matches. I got Hangman Page winning this match. I just hope that after this, Swerve is still going to be prominently featured and he doesn't fizzle out, because this storyline definitely was getting him over, and I feel like this loss can either hurt or excel him depending on how they go about it beyond this point. I think somehow weaseling him into that AEW International Championship picture is definitely going to be a way to, get him back up there. Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne versus Adam Cole, Darby Allin, and Sting! Christian Cage and Adam Copeland will be stepping into the ring against each other for the very first time. Not quite singles, but it's going to be awesome to see these two wrestle each other. It's going to be the first time since Royal Rumble 2021. Luchasaurus and Darby Allin had a gnarly match at All Out. Christian and Darby had a gnarly match at Wrestle Dream. Sting's on his retirement tour, and Nick Wayne is kind of just in for the ride, honestly. Should be a fun match. I'm going to go with Adam, Darby, and Sting to get the win. And that will lead into Adam and Christian Cage likely having a match sometime next year. Hikaru Shida defends the AEW Women's Championship against Timeless Toni Storm. Timeless Toni Storm is, above all, the best character on AEW television right now. The amount of detail and investment they have into her character it's just priceless. I love it. She now has the addition of Mariah May, who's going to be her understudy. And what I'm hoping is that we're going to see some essence of what Damien Mizdow in The Miz was in 2016, where she's like her stunt double and her understudy. I feel like that could be really fun. That could play into this match. However it happens, Toni Storm is coming out with the victory. Given how prominently and dominantly she's featured across every single AEW programming, her losing this match is absolute zero reasoning and meaning. She has to win. You can't have a woman this prominently featured and she's not your women's champion. I'm sorry, that just doesn't make sense to me. She's taking it. That's just it. Orange Cassidy is defending the International Championship against Jon Moxley. A rematch from AEW All Out. That match was fantastic. Jon Moxley won the title there, but then had to lose it at AEW Grand Slam to Rey Fenix due to a concussion. Rey Fenix then lost to Orange Cassidy, and here we are now. I get why they're doing the rematch. It just doesn't feel right to me. Even though a part 2 almost is kind of warranted, given how All Out ended with Orange Cassidy losing and, the redemption story was there. The redemption story almost doesn't work when Jon Moxley is the one chasing Orange Cassidy. And I get this was out of their control with Jon Moxley getting hurt. It fucked up their plans. They had to basically shoehorn the title back on Orange Cassidy for it to work. But now Jon Moxley's the one chasing the title. So the story does not work at all. I mean, it kind of, but not the way it should have been working. When Orange Cassidy retains, and I believe he's going to retain, it's not going to feel as special. Jon Moxley can win it back, but that's just really a repeat of All Out. I feel like the only outcome is Orange Cassidy retaining, and that's who I got winning. Given Tony Khan's recent tweet, somebody is debuting tomorrow, and I got 2 people who I think it's going to be. It's either going to be Mercedes Moné, who's already shown up at AEW All In, or begrudgingly Ronda Rousey. I just, after today, I think it might be Ronda Rousey. The main event is MJF defending the AEW World Championship against Jay White. Not too much to say here. I think MJF is retaining, and it's going to be a match of the year candidate. The real question is, do I think the devil is going to reveal himself? I'm going to say no, but we'll get a big clue. What are your predictions for AEW Full Gear? Comment down below, let me know. Like and follow for more.